Hi, and welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today we're going to be taking a look at the G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, a classic review of Buzzer. Now, I'm going to say this right away, and I don't know how to explain this, or I don't know how this happened, but Buzzer, Ripper, Torch, these are my original Dreadnoks. Not only are these my original Dreadnoks, they're all the original accessories. I've never had to replace one. Also, I can add in Monkey Wrench, is my original Monkey Wrench, along with his original, along with Xandar, Zarana, Thrasher, and Thunder Machine. And my Zartan is still my original too, but he's had a few things that I've had to replace. I don't know I went on that rant, but I just did. But anyway, we're going to take a look at this guy today. And we're going to do the 3 Dreadnoks because right now we're in Series 4. But we're going to take a look at it, all the detail that this guy has. His wonderful face sculpt. I don't know if it's wonderful. His backpack, his accessories, everything that he does come with. You can see how loose these knees are. I could probably use another one, but I like the fact that I have some of my original stuff. Actually, a good chunk of it. But anyway, we're going to take a look at this guy, look at his design, his sculpt, everything that's put on him, see how much effort, how much design process was put in by the original sculptors that we might have missed as a kid. So anyway, if you like this type of stuff, you like talking about your old stuff, going back in time, please take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a classic review. Alright, so here we have our Real American Hero Buzzer, and as I mentioned, all my Dreadnoks are my original Dreadnoks. How? I have no idea, but let's start off with his accessories that he does come with. So, first off, he has this backpack with a nice jerry can, and what's actually kind of cool is that the jerry can does come off, although, ooh, yeah, that's not... It's been on there for quite some time. So the jerry can does come off, which is great because these guys are, some people might think it's to run the chainsaw, but let's be honest, these guys are arsonists. They're going to be doing all kinds of stuff. It does have a spot so he can walk with it. It's got the cap for it. Now it's nice that the peg doesn't stick out like that because then you really couldn't walk with it. Now, it would have been nice if maybe they would have later on came out with some extra accessories that you could have popped on here. But, I don't think they were thinking, hey, 40 years down the road, people are still going to be wanting this. But this thing does pop on. And even on the bottom here, it makes it so it has somewhere so it can kind of sit. He comes with this very soft weapon. So he has a nice little handle here. You got the chain, so you're able to move it around. This is the same type of plastic / rubber, I believe, that came with Shipwreck's gun. I don't understand why. Well, actually, I know why Shipwreck's gun had it. It was for the little hook on it. So, but you can see there's like a nice little gouge out of it. It looks like it's created pretty well. It's kind of welded together. It has rivets in it. So, again, my original, and it does fit within here if need be. And then we have the chainsaw. Now I know someone said, hey, that chainsaw is not real. Okay, it's G.I. Joe. They're guys that look like they're from Mad Max. It's not real. They're not military. All right, so I'm sorry. I hear a lot of stupid things. I'm just saying, all right? Some people have some really stupid comments. They're toys. That's what they are. Anyway. He does have the stock because, hey, you know what chainsaw doesn't need a stock, right? You got your grip right here. You got your mechanics. It's got the secondary grip so you can hold it like this. And then it's a very small chainsaw right here, okay? There's no chain that you see in it, no mechanics, although it does have the wheel up there that's going to spin it. And then you have all the they're not blades, but the teeth that run across it, all right? As for our Buzzer, he has these very big, bucky teeth. Looks like he's kind of dipping. Some nice aviators. Woo! Oh boy. He's got the silver aviators. A nice, nice receding hairline. but he's got the ponytail. This is kind of what Hulk Hogan did for quite some time. He's got the ponytail. It would have been awesome if that would have been like, let's say, painted silver, but I understand why it wasn't. I'm not complaining about it. He's got his collared shirt, and he also has an undershirt underneath it. He has some dog tags, I would assume, of people that he has taken out. All right, and then he has a couple of insignias, which again, I'm assuming are probably from Joe's or military that he's eliminated out in the field. 2 different types of grenades. One looks to be probably a flashbang. One is a regular grenade. I know, I say grenade, and they are flashbangs, or they are smoke grenades, and people get mad. Whew, man, sometimes I realize some things aggravate me. He does have the little loop here that's going to keep this in place. Now this is actually here to hold on the backpack, and it hooks right up underneath here onto the belt. All right, and then it goes all the way over here, and then you can see exactly where the clasp is, the belt buckle that's going to hold it together. All right, on his arm he does have a tattoo of, I think it's a cobra tattoo actually. If somebody remembers, please let me know. I don't remember, to be honest. And then he just has a bracelet right there. And again, looks pretty decent. You can see where it's kind of snapped together. As for his awesome belt buckle there, you're looking at it, it is a skull and crossbones. Right here, you can see the belt loops. All right, so it is actually going to keep his belt up for a particular reason. And then he does have the cod piece, the crotch piece, that I never really noticed. Down here, just some sort of leather, I don't know, some leather on the pants. I don't know what that is. You can see where he started to change colors. You get the nice boot right there. All right, no laces or anything like that. So there's some sort of slip-on right here, and who knows what that is. All right. As for articulation, he does not bend. Yeah, okay. So he does not have any joint movement in the head. He just moves side to side. All right. You got your T-pose. There's your swivel right there. Ooh, he's kind of tight there, so I want to be very careful. His arms are tight. I'm not pressing him any more than that because I've already had a flint break, and he doesn't have any type of break. So anyway, they both get both elbows are about 90 degrees. Swivel arm battle grip right there. He turns side to side. Again, O-ring right there. If you're wondering what is an O-ring, it's a rubber band that goes through the middle. That is what makes these types of figures very unique compared to a lot of newer figures. He does go up like this, so he can sit on pretty much anything or in anything. And unfortunately, his knees are really bad. Then you can see how they just kind of collapse. But again, this is my original one that I played with all the time. All right. As for arming him up, you can throw the backpack on him. You do have the chainsaw. And again, back in the day, if I wanted to press this a little bit more, you were able to get him to hold it like this. And this is probably one of the better figures that looked like they were actually doing something. But however far you can get this in there, that is how far you allow that to go. All right. And then we have this piece right here. And it kind of just slides right there. And again, even though it is very soft, you can see it doesn't just fall down like an actual chain would. So that is your Dreadnought Buzzer, who was always second in command or he was always the first in command of the Dreadnoughts, in my opinion, even though he wasn't my favorite. But when it came to the Dreadnoughts, he was the one that was in charge after Zartan and probably Zarana and Xandar. All right, so there you go. That is the Buzzer review. Was he your favorite Dreadnought? Maybe you didn't like him. Tell me what you thought of this guy, if you even thought about him at all. Maybe you never had him. Maybe this was the one Dreadnought you didn't have, and you're like, that's the one I always wanted, but I never got to get him. Oh, now's your chance. You can go out and get it. You can't have mine, but you can get them elsewhere. Sergeant Reds, they have it, right? Their motto is, well, you can have it again. It's true. You can. But anyway, tell me a story about this guy if you liked him. Buzzer was actually pretty cool. He had this weird chainsaw. I've had people I know on the classified one say, that was never a real chainsaw anyway. Dude, they're toys, man. They're toys, all right? It looks like a chainsaw as a kid. It's a toy. But anyway, tell me something about this guy. But I'm going to get out of here. You spend a lot of time with me, which I do appreciate. So please take a second. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a dreadnought. Anyway, time for me to get out of here. But you're like, hey, I need a little more than this. And you know what? You're absolutely right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link to Zartan right here. And down here is going to be a playlist of all the classic reviews that I've done. And that's Roman. Take care.